Twin Paranormal went to Benson Grist Mill chasing the story of a little girl named Alice who allegedly drowned near the property. But as the night goes on, the investigation starts pointing to something more dark. A shadow figure, warnings from the devices, a camera knocked over upstairs, and eventually what looked like wet child-sized footprints inside the mill. So here are the 5 scariest moments from the episode, and why each one could be paranormal, even if there may be a natural explanation.
Alice, is there something more negative outside? Is the person who killed you outside?
If you can, Alice, if this is really you, maybe you can give us your name in one of these devices here. Are there any other children here? Is there anybody else? Yes.
Whoa.
The children are hurt.
Whoa! The children are hurt. Are you scared of whatever is out there? I remember asking this question the last time. Can you please answer that?
Careful.
Careful.
Oh.
No.
Why is that? Could it be because it's you, the one that stays outside? Are you in here with us as well?
Yes. You have no permission to harm these children. You leave them alone. Now, who are you? This dark entity, the one that has been seen on the bridge. You are here, is that correct? If that entity does not want to answer us, if the children are here and can hear us, and hear me.
Probably.
What the Probably? And they killed me.
They?
Yo, maybe there's something more twisted to the story.
Alice, are you still in here?
On the board it says, were you killed?
Yeah.
It's okay, Alice. We're still here with you. Can you hear me? Are you still in here? Can somebody else tell me if Alice is still in here?
I wonder if they're scared of this entity. Maybe since we were talking about the entity, they made their way in here.
Maybe.
If that dark entity is around us, and if any of you can answer this for me by touching that device in the corner, if he is in here, please tap that device, tap that object. How it looks to me is since these flashlights haven't been turning on, I feel like this dark entity might be in here, and you had scared the children away. Is that true? We know you're here. We hear all the knocking, and if the children come back, we would really appreciate that. We love the conversation.
Wait.
Maybe it's because we didn't change the question. Should we change it?
Be careful what you wish for.
Oh. Oh my God! Is the evil here, bro? There's no way. Be careful what you wish for. And evil. Thank you so much for letting us know what is going on.
That's actually insane. I said, should we change the question? You're not even done writing the question, and it answers it with 2 separate words. That's ridiculous. Can you please confirm it with a flashlight? All you have to do is tap it. Please confirm.
I feel like the reason why whoever child, whatever kid is here, the reason why they're not answering, I think they're very scared of this thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, probably.
So, is there evil here?
Shadow.
Dude!
You are joking.
That's actually not funny.
They're giving us information with their words.
Right.
I feel like that would just make more sense.
Right.
They don't want to Evil! Again! They're giving us information, but I feel like they can't. Maybe they don't want to come in here.
Right? Are you scared on that board?
I don't know if you feel like answering this one. If you can.
It's me.
It's me! Shadow! Did they just confirm that they're in here?
They might have. If the kids are in here, please use the flashlight and answer this question. If it's the shadow that just said it's me, please touch that device that's in the chair.
Passage.
Passage. Yo. Some people say that there is a portal somewhere here. And a lot of people are saying that It's the bridge.
So the first major scary moment happens inside the schoolhouse. At first, the energy in this room feels almost playful. Twin Paranormal brings candy, sets up flashlights, and starts asking questions as if they may be speaking to children, possibly even Alice. But then the tone changes. They ask if there are other children there, and the device gives them the phrase, "The children are hurt." Right after that, they ask if the children are scared of whatever is outside. The response? Careful. That's where this stops feeling like a harmless child-spirit interaction and starts feeling like a warning. Then, as they talk more about the darker entity believed to roam the property, the responses get worse. They receive phrases like "be careful what you wish for" and "evil." The natural explanation is that these devices can produce random words, and once the investigators are already thinking about something dark, any scary word can feel connected. But the timing is what makes this moment so unsettling. They ask about something negative, the playful responses seem to fade, and suddenly the words become darker and more direct. Then comes the creepiest part. The device says, "It's me." Then it says, "Shadow." If you believe the paranormal side of this, that sounds like the shadow figure isn't just outside watching them anymore. It may have entered the room. And once the darker presence seems to announce itself, the investigation doesn't stay in the schoolhouse for long, because the next set of responses starts pushing them towards the mill.
If you can prove that you are here, all we're asking is for you to turn on that flashlight that says yes. We're not going to be in this schoolhouse much longer. We need to make our way to the mill. There are two spirits in there that we'd like to have a conversation with. So if you can, please just give us a sign. And you're more than welcome to come with us to the mill to continue to talk to us if you are interested.
Worried.
Worried.
Bill.
Mill! Dude! Guys! Dude! What the f***? There is no way. Bro. That was a huge burst of energy right there. It said worried, mill, and then that started going off. So what are they worried about? Something in the mill? That's gotta be it. There's probably something wrong that has to do with the mill for sure.
Not sure.
You saw that?
I did. So that's the case. You want to come with us to the mill, but you're not sure if there's something bad over there?
No! There is something bad there, huh? There's something evil there. You're warning us.
Watch out.
Watch out.
Dude!
Dude, there's something in the mill.
Okay, should we go over to the mill? Yes or no?
Yes!
Wait, but who's answering that right now?
I don't know, but look, dude, nobody's answered a yes in a long time
In
here.
a very long time.
Okay, now I'm worried, guys. That actually is weird.
Should we be careful in the mill? Yes or no?
I'm getting nervous. The first time that I even brought up us going to the mill, I know I said something about spirits in the mill, but I said we are thinking about going to the mill. We have some spirits in there that we'd like to talk to. Right away through the device it says mill.
That's insane.
That is insane.
If you would like to come with us to continue to have a conversation, we will be over there at the mill. We want to say thank you so much for having a conversation with us. Now, if at any point in time you would like us to make our way back here, all you need to do is tell us through the device that you want us to go to the schoolhouse. If you say schoolhouse, we will come right back. Do you guys want to go to the mill?
I do. I'm very worried though. I'm not gonna lie.
Because right in those 3 words,
It basically was saying that something is going on. There's something in the mill. Do you guys not agree with me?
I do, but here's my reason for wanting to go to the mill. We are trying to find out this murder mystery. Could potentially have been a murder or could have just been an accident that happened to Alice. I want to go there to see if we... Yes! I want to go there so we can try and find some information. Alice left. Where did she go?
Probably there.
Exactly. So, let's make our way to the mill.
Should we pause on everything? Take
Yes.
a little break?
Mill! It just said mill again! It just said mill again!
We have to. That's it right there.
What the actual I said, where do you think Alice went? That's the last thing I was saying. It said mill again. There's no odds. This is all fact.
It is.
Let's go. Okay, we were just in the schoolhouse, and we got some information about the mill here. Somebody had said mill 2 times. Did you hear that? Somebody had said mill twice through our device, and somebody had also told us to be careful when we came here. In the middle of that conversation as well, we had talked about a woman who is seen in white and also a man who is seen in white. If you are here, we have these devices right here on this bench. If you can talk to us, give us some information. Maybe it's not you two who we need to be careful for.
You must leave.
Whoa!
What? We just got here.
Why exactly is that? Is there something bad here? When we were at the schoolhouse, it was almost like we were being warned.
Guys, that was a warning. You must leave, like something is wrong here.
Yeah.
Just like what we were talking about.
I know, but was it like a re-warning?
After the schoolhouse session, Twin Paranormal starts talking about heading into the mill. That's when the devices begin giving responses that feel way too specific. First, worried. Then, mill. Then, watch out. This moment works because it feels like the investigation is being guided. The schoolhouse was the warning. The mill is where the danger supposedly is. They ask if they should go to the mill, and one of the flashlights appears to answer yes, but that raises an interesting question. Who is telling them to go? If Alice is scared, why would she want them to enter the mill? If the children are afraid of the darker entity, are they warning the team? Or is something else trying to lure them deeper into the property? Skeptically, the word mill could be coincidence. They are at the Benson Grist Mill, and they had been talking about going there. A word like that appearing is not impossible. But it's the pattern that makes it creepy. Worried, mill, watch out, then mill again. That doesn't feel like one random word, it feels like a repeated warning. By the time they finally walk into the mill, the audience already expects something to happen, and almost immediately, it does. Because once they enter the mill, the devices don't just warn them anymore, they point them upward.
And when I had asked for Alice, we were told that she is here in the mill.
Look above.
Look above! Are you talking about the 2nd floor or the 3rd floor? What the
That was above. That was 100% above.
Wait.
Dude, that was loud.
Hold on. What the was that?
Was that one of our devices? I don't know.
Careful.
What's that? Oh, dude. Hello? What?
No way!
What?
What's the camera?
No!
Oh, dude.
It's still recording! It's still recording! Holy Did you just knock this camera down? Is that what you were just... Is that why you told us to come up here? You said look above. Alice, are you here? Oh, dude. I'm shaking even worse than I have been so far tonight.
That was seriously It says look above. We hear that and come up and find our camera on the floor.
We left our devices down there.
This is so crazy. That literally happened right when we were in here.
I'm surprised this camera didn't, 1, shut off, so we caught it on camera, and 2, break the camera. That was so loud. Oh my God. Okay, the other thing, listen, the other thing is we did prop it up with this chapstick. It could have been the cause. I don't know. We won't know until we actually look over the footage. But, we have no choice, man. It just doesn't prop it up enough.
But wait, hold on.
It's been like that since we got here.
That's-
This whole time.
Exactly what I am thinking right now. That didn't fall the whole time we were in the schoolhouse. We've been in the schoolhouse for almost 2 hours. So why now?
Did it break the...
No.
The devices are saying words downstairs.
And something upstairs seems to answer. Inside the mill, one of the devices gives a simple phrase, "Look above." That is one of the creepiest types of responses because it is not vague. It is an instruction. Then they hear a loud noise upstairs. When they go to investigate, they find one of their cameras knocked over on the floor. The camera was apparently propped up with chapstick, so it would have slipped. Maybe it was slowly shifting for a while and finally fell. But the timing, again, is the problem. According to the team, the camera had been sitting there while they were in the schoolhouse for a long time. It didn't fall then. It falls only after they enter the mill, receive the words "look above," and hear a loud noise upstairs. That makes the moment feel intentional. If this was paranormal, it wasn't just a spirit making a noise, it was something trying to pull them upstairs. And that matters because the whole episode starts to feel like a trial. First the schoolhouse, then the warning about the mill, then look above, then the falling camera. It is as if something is moving them step by step through the property. But a falling camera can still be explained away. The next moment is harder, because this time the evidence comes through on audio, and it seems to point directly back to the bridge.
This is EVP number 1. Is Alice here in this mill?
What were you warning us about before we came here?
Who knocked over our camera?
Did you guys hear that knock?
I did.
Okay, here we go.
Is Alice here in this mill? What were you warning us about?
Yes.
Is Alice here in this mill? What were
She is.
you warning us about before we came here? Who knocked over our camera?
Hold on.
Did that say something?
That did. That said something. Let's replay that one more time.
Something did. That's what I heard.
Who knocked over our camera?
Dude,
Something did. That's
Yeah.
a tough one, though.
something did. Like somebody was telling on them. What was that guy's name?
Fred.
Didn't sound like Fred. Yo, something just walked up on us.
That is so terrifying. The mannequin with the white clothes is at the end of the hall right now, dude.
Really?
I'm not even kidding.
Ew. You guys want to try another one?
Let's do another one, but let's focus on maybe the entity that is in here that people have seen through the window, or maybe we talk a little bit about the Shadow Man.
Okay.
Let's do it. Should I set it there again? Or just set it right here?
Yeah, don't let it fall, though. It's not coming out of that.
There's a shadow man that has been seen on the bridge. Are you around us right now?
The entity that everyone sees through the window. Are you an evil spirit? Or a good spirit? Can you answer that?
Who is Fred? We got that name a minute ago. Is that you?
What the f?
There's
There's so much movement upstairs.
Yeah, there is something above us for sure.
Okay, here we go.
There's a shadow man that has been seen on the bridge. Are you around us right now?
What the f was that?
Shadow man that has been seen on the bridge. Are you around us right now?
On the bridge! Dude, did you just hear that? Dude, on the bridge.
Did that
Why does
not
that sound like
someone ran up to the thing?
Dude, I told you! Something walked up to us.
Whoa. That legit sounds like running footsteps up to the, but we didn't hear that with our ears.
Yeah. On the bridge. Yo, and then left.
Hold on. Maybe that was a repeat of what the bridge sounds like when you run across it. Could that be?
I have no idea, bro.
Whoa.
But I'm gonna listen to that one more time. That is terrifying.
Are you around us right now?
Dude, that is
That's
the clearest I've ever heard anything, and we caught footsteps on an EVP our very first time. This is our first time.
I can't believe you can hear running on the Panasonic.
And we didn't hear the running.
Hear that.
We heard slow steps, what sounded like just thumping very slowly up above us.
We've never had anything like that.
Yo, what is happening tonight?
Play the rest of it.
That everyone sees through the window. Are you an evil spirit or a good spirit? Can you answer that?
That's a yell.
Yo,
100%.
Fred,
hold on.
answer that.
Sorry, it happened again.
Who is Fred? We got that name a minute ago. Is that you?
No, we did not.
What did that just say?
Who is Fred? We got that name a minute ago. Is that you?
Evil!
That's what it says? Yeah.
Evil! These are the best EVPs we've ever captured throughout our whole paranormal career.
Running on the bridge, asking if it's around us. Fred, the name we got downstairs, it says evil. That's 100% in my mind who knocked our camera down.
Bro.
Got us up here.
Not just that. I'm thinking now, we were warned about coming here.
Mm-hmm.
After the camera falls, they begin an EVP session upstairs in the mill. They ask who knocked over the camera, and when they play the recording back, they believe they hear something like, "something did." That's creepy because it doesn't sound like a confession, it sounds more like something is telling on another presence. But the stronger EVP comes when they ask about the shadow figure. They ask if the shadow man seen on the bridge is around them right now. On playback, they hear what sounds like movement, almost like running footsteps, and then a phrase that sounds like, "on the bridge." That is one of the strongest moments in the episode because it connects everything back to the same location. The bridge is tied to the shadow figure, the bridge is tied to the property, and possibly the bridge is tied to Alice's death. Then they ask whether the entity is good or evil. They believe they hear a yell. Later, when they ask about the name Fred, the response seems to say evil. Again, there are natural explanations. EVP audio is messy. Wood can creak, old buildings make strange noises, audio can distort. And once someone suggests what a sound says, your brain can start hearing it too. But what makes this feel paranormal is how well the answers fit the questions. They ask about the bridge, the response seems to say on the bridge. They ask about the entity, the response seems to say evil. At this point, the evidence is no longer scattered, it all seems to be pointing towards one story. Alice, the bridge, and something dark connected to the mill. And then, just when the episode seems like it has peaked, they find something physical on the third floor. Something that may be the most disturbing evidence of the entire video.
And EVP 3. The spirit or entity who ran towards us, if you are around, who are you?
Bro, we have to stop this right now. I'm so sorry.
There's bare kid feet.
No Dude, these are fresh bare kid feet, bro. Look at that. Okay, I'm gonna do this.
Wait.
All of us need to do it now.
Wait. Before you put your foot down, hold the on. There's 1,
Right below you.
2.
Right below you.
Dude, there's like 5 right there.
We were right there, underneath.
Right underneath here.
There's another one there. Another one there. Yo. That's wet. It's
Take
raining.
a photo real
I'm
quick.
sorry, bro. I had to stop it because they are fresh.
That is brand new. What the actual
Okay,
We gotta compare feet, man.
I'm gonna
Nobody's
do
gonna
this.
believe this. Oh, dude, that is a child's foot, bro.
Your foot didn't even make as much of a mark as that.
That is a child's foot.
yo, what the Look at that.
Hold on. This place, where we're at right now, the Benson Grist Mill, is a historical building and a tourist attraction. They do tours, okay? Nobody's coming in here barefoot. No goddamn kids are running around here barefoot. There's rules and regulations to be let into this building because it's dangerous. That isn't normal. That should not be here.
Look at your footprint compared to that.
Dude, mine's way bigger, bro.
Yours is massive compared to that.
This is a little kid's footprint. I'd say around 12 years old to 14 years old, maybe.
Maybe even younger.
I've heard stories of like people putting baby powder on the floor and like looking for ghost feet and shit.
People have told us to do that.
Bro,
Yo,
we've
never done it.
natural baby powder just chilling.
It's natural building dust.
It could even be flour residue from the last time this place was in use. Who the knows? There's clearly boot prints. There's slide marks from them storing things up here. That
It's fresh.
is almost completely cut through all of the dust to the wood. And the other one I just touched that I think you're on right now was literally damp.
They are 100% damp.
That's literally
You can
like,
feel it.
like someone was just outside. Your feet would dry off if you were walking around outside before you even got all the way up
Well,
here.
and also look at the difference, Riv. Dry foot compared to a wet foot.
Exactly.
I smudged
Here.
mine in there.
Here's a good example.
Wet finger. Dude, your feet would dry off before you made it to the third floor.
That's true.
Did we just catch some crazy?
Actually nuts.
Guys, holy Alice drowned in the water.
That's exactly what I mean.
Bro, holy my whole body is covered in chills right now.
Guys, we got footsteps, right? In the EVP. What did they say?
On the bridge.
On the bridge. On the bridge.
This is too much.
Dude,
this
did
is
we-
legit too much. I'm not like comfortable with this. This is weird.
And usually why it's calm, dude.
We're the only 3 people in this building right now. That is brand new wet feet. Nobody's up here. Uncut. I will walk you through this whole building right now. That's weird.
Okay, we put down the EVP right now and we ask if it was Alice who just made those footprints.
Alice, was that you who was running? Are these your footprints?
Alice, was that you who was running? Are these your footprints?
Nothing.
What the happened, bro?
Hold on. Shine your light backwards, please. Look at the ground starting from there.
Okay, there's not one.
Do you see what I'm getting at?
Good point.
Holy
There's no other footprints besides
That's
right there.
Where?
Right there.
So where did they come from?
That EVP, that's what it sounded like. I'm not gonna step on the footprints. This is what it sounded like. So there's 2 spots right there, right? It sounded like this.
Oh, dude.
Tell me that's not the pattern of these footprints.
That is.
I don't understand.
Bro, this is unbelievable. This is some of the craziest evidence we've ever captured.
I'm not even gonna lie. Of all the times I've heard about the baby powder or seen the baby powder, I thought that would be complete bullshit.
Thought it was bull.
No
too.
physical way their feet would show like that.
I think the only thing we can do right now is go down to the bridge and see exactly what's out there. We've captured crazy stuff here. We captured wet footprints. Now I wonder if it's Alice who was either thrown off the bridge or fell off the bridge into the water right there.
I want an explanation for those footprints, but you're not gonna get one.
Well, we didn't get him. We didn't get what we're... Literally, something is up. Something is wrong. I'm gonna say this right now. So many people ask us, like, what location did you capture the best evidence? Here is where we've caught, now, the best evidence. Scary, yes, but this is unreal. Let's go to the bridge right now.
We have one question for you. Is there any reason there would be a barefoot child on the 3rd floor?
No, but that has happened before.
No.
They're wet footprints, too.
Right now, they're up there right now.
They're, yeah. You don't see them coming from any direction. There's only, what, maybe 5 footprints, but there's one solid
they've
one.
Seen them in the dust before.
Yeah. What's confusing us is they're wet.
There's no way anyone's letting a small child whose feet are this big in there
Just run around.
all the way to the 3rd floor. There's no way.
Very compelling, and we're just really happy because this is like, I think, the most compelling evidence we've ever captured on our channels.
This is the strongest moment in the episode. While they're on the 3rd floor, they suddenly stop because they notice footprints in the dust. Not adult footprints, small, bare footprints. They describe them as child-sized, and even more disturbing, some appear to be wet or fresh. This is the moment where the episode shifts from devices and sounds into physical evidence. A word from a device can be dismissed, a knock can be blamed on the building, even an EVP can be debated, but footprints imply that something or someone was actually there. And because the central story is about Alice, a little girl who allegedly drowned, wet child-sized footprints inside the mill becomes extremely unsettling. The natural explanations would be that someone had been up there earlier. Maybe a child, maybe a worker, maybe moisture mixed with dust in a strange way. In an old historic building, there are always possibilities. But the paranormal reading is much more chilling. If these footprints are connected to Alice, then this isn't just a voice or a flashlight response. This could be a physical trace of a child's spirit still moving through the building. And the timing makes it worse. They find the footprints after being warned about the mill, after the camera falls, after the EVP points to the bridge, and after the investigation keeps circling back to Alice. It feels like the episode is building towards this reveal. For me, this is easily the most compelling moment. What child footprints on the upper floor of a haunted mill connected to a drowning story is exactly the kind of evidence that makes viewers pause and say, okay, what was that? But the episode doesn't end with the footprints, because after finding what may be evidence of a child presence inside the mill, they go to the place the entire investigation has been pointing towards from the beginning. The bridge.
Now we're here on the bridge. If there is really a shadow spirit, or even Alice, if you are here, we are calling upon both of you. Can you please talk to us?
What was that? Did you just hear that?
I did.
We're not gonna be here much longer, so if you can, use your energy. Alice, is this where it happened? Off of the bridge?
What the f? You weren't moving?
Incorrect.
What?
Incorrect. The other bridge?
Was it the other bridge? We can see that bridge from here.
Raining. It's coming down.
It is coming down. Of course it just starts raining as soon as we get to the bridge. It could obviously be a coincidence.
Leave her.
Leave her! Leave her! Yo!
We're trying to talk to Alice right
Dude,
now.
leave her. Why do you want us to leave her?
Guys, think about it. If the stories are true.
Relative.
Bro, I was just gonna say that. I was just gonna say, if the stories are true about the uncle pushing her in and letting her drown, what would he say? Leave her. Could you imagine, bro? We can't be out here much longer. It's raining.
Our cameras are gonna get Alice, if you hear me, do not let this dark entity harm you. Do not let this dark entity scare you. We are here, and if you need to leave, find a white light. Believe that you can leave.
It's me. Here we are.
It's me! Here we are!
What the f, man?
What does that mean?
Why the f did it have to start raining, goddammit?
Leave this place.
Leave this place.
Wait, you just told her to leave.
Alice, please, make your way to the white light. To the dark entity, you cannot harm Alice. Not anymore.
Agree.
Agree. You just told that dark entity to leave Alice alone.
Yeah.
Can't breathe.
Can't breathe.
Can't breathe.
What?
You're joking.
She drowned.
Bro, cannot breathe.
Undocumented death. Hi.
Hi!
Bro, we can't leave.
This is crazy.
Alice, again,
He cannot harm you anymore.
you're allowed to leave. Do whatever you possibly can to leave. Please.
Riv, your camera's getting really wet.
I know.
I
don't
see
wanna
water
hide
dripping off of it.
I was trying to hide mine.
The final scary moment happens outside in the rain near the bridge. This is where the story comes full circle. The bridge has been connected to the shadow figure. The bridge may be connected to Alice's death. And after everything they captured inside of the mill, Twin Paranormal finally goes there to ask direct questions. One of the responses they receive is, "Leave her." That phrase could mean a few different things. It could be protective, like something is telling the team to let Alice rest, but it could also be threatening. If there really is a darker presence connected to Alice, "leave her" sounds like a command, like something does not want them helping or asking questions. Then another word comes through, relative. That is disturbing because one version of Alice's story suggests a family member may have been involved in her death, so getting the word relative at that exact point feels almost too direct. Then comes the line that hits the hardest. Can't breathe. In any paranormal investigation, that would be creepy, but here it connects directly to Alice's alleged drowning. That is why this ending works. The schoolhouse warned them, the mill gave them physical evidence, the EVP pointed towards the bridge, and at the bridge, the responses seemed to echo the final moments of a drowning. Skeptically, yes, these still could be random words interpreted through the story the team already believes. But if you're leaning paranormal, this feels like Alice's story trying to come through piece by piece, and something else may not want the story told. So did Twin Paranormal catch a demon at the Benson Grist Mill? Maybe, maybe not. But what they did capture was a series of moments that all seemed to point in the same direction. Alice, the bridge, the mill, and a darker presence watching from the edges. One moment can be explained away, but all five together, that's what makes this episode so hard to shake. Thanks for watching, we'll see you on the next one.